Hey there everyone, I'm Bruce Swartz. Thanks for stopping by, for taking the time to check out my channel. Guess what? Yeah, I found another UFO. And I'm not going to leave this one go by. Well, as I don't usually leave any go by, but I really want to put some pressure on the world with this one, because on the surface of the moon, what I found is an anomaly that has never been talked about before, and pressed up against the surface in slow motion, when you slow down footage, insides of the craters, I guarantee you there are people coming in and out of them. Whether it be beings or people, that I don't know, but yeah, they look like crafts. I've seen what looks like biological life on the surface of the moon, but yesterday what I caught is not biological. I think it's a vessel. And I say yesterday, I caught it yesterday in my footage and not on the moon, because the moon wasn't out yesterday. But in the last footage, the full moon footage, guys. So again, I'm starting to go through the footage, and yeah, there's more UFOs. It's hard to see, but not that hard. And I want you all to take the time to look at the UFO that I got at the end of this video. I'll pass it by 3, 4, 5 times so that everyone sees it. And of course, I'm going to get in even closer. These objects are coming outside of the craters, and they are flying in every which direction. They're climbing, they're longing the surface, they're doing many different things, as we can see here. Here we're looking at a problem, an oscillating light. Why? My footage isn't oscillating like it usually does, like crazy. And this is why I thought these objects were lit. And no, they could be energy sources. Whatever the type, whatever the use, we could see clearly with common sense. There's fire down on the moon, guys. Okay? These are energy sources. If we're seeing them white, it's the same reason that we're seeing different colors, possibly wavelengths. We're seeing a gray moon, which is not gray. It definitely is not gray. We can see the color right here. Archimedes crater itself on the top there, we're seeing, which we're going to go see some nice close-ups. Slow, nice close-ups. We're looking for UFOs, guys. Look around. We're looking for crafts. They're hard to see. The ones I'm finding are hard to see. I have caught the ones that fly by. They look like watermelon seeds, and they're very apparent. You can easily see them, but not these. You could hear in my voice the excitement, and wait till you guys see the UFO that I found. This is a breakthrough. NASA, the moon is being visited. It's actively visited, and I know it, and I'm going to prove this to the world. You guys have to get on the horn. NASA, you guys have to start talking to your superiors and start checking out to see what you guys are going to be able to share. Because if not, I'm just going to keep digging every crater, and I have seen activity now. I know the proof. There is someone up there or something up there. You guys are watching them, and you're raising funds, and have been for the past 50 or 60 or 100 years, to be able to probably examine them, maybe catch a few of these biological creatures on the surface of the moon. I can only imagine, okay? And I'm dead serious about this. Wait till you guys see the UFO at the end here. These are objects that are about 1 mile long. So we're looking at UFOs probably 1 mile long on the surface, because scale ratio, little objects that you're seeing, if you're able to see a little object, it's because it's probably just about 1 mile long. Anything under 1 mile, I believe, will not be seen due to optics, and not with a 14-inch, but we'll be able to see a lot. We are seeing a lot, but these objects aren't small. The UFOs that are coming out of the craters have to be human or alien. It can't be anything else. You know, they could be remote control. Yeah, they could be drones, space drones. I mean, I'm just shooting that out there. Either we have the proof. This is why I can take the time to risk sounding ridiculous, and I know I don't, because there are UFOs on the surface of the moon. This is ridiculous that I can post these and that they just sit there on the page. I know they'll sit there for a while, but I didn't think they'd sit there for a year. So we're going to see how long it's going to take for the whole world to really jump into this research, my research, and to see that it's the truth that I'm trying to share out there. I'm really feeling it today. I really want to get this out. I really want the proof to be known. And I want people to start realizing that's the only thing I want to do, is to start realizing we are not alone. We're not alone in this world. There are not just one world. There's not just one world. There are many worlds, many different types of physical beings. There are many different types of light beings. There are ways of communication. We use our voices. We use our senses. I'm sure some people can use extra ESP, for example. There are many different ways of communication. We are used to seeing and knowing what we have down here on Earth, and we're not taking the time to think out of the box or to look at all these other worlds. And why? Well, it's normal. Nobody knows about other dimensions, right? They're just studying black holes now. But I'm flabbergasted that not more than that people will come and see this. I wish more people would. This was exciting for me, seeing this is real research and real by chance. Yes, by chance. Not because I'm smarter than anyone else. By chance, I was able to see this, and I want to share it with you guys. The more the public sees these videos and research, the more they will have to tell us something at one point. And if they don't, well, at least we're going ourselves, as people, as the people of this world, to try to, in our own ways and with our own finances, to try to get up there and to see what the hell's going on. Because quite frankly, what I was able to see with a 4-inch telescope mesmerized me. And I knew for a fact that with a 14-inch telescope, so much more would be seen. But it's the appreciation of this that not everyone's going to understand and or probably believe what I'm doing. But what I found on the surface of the moon, it should have changed history entirely. And the fact that my credibility, that I'm not a real, so long people, astronomer. Of course I'm a real astronomer. No, I'm not hired by any big company or any scientific company to work. I'm doing this myself. But don't forget, guys, the reason I started all of this. The reason why I started all of this is because I did see something up there. If not, I wouldn't have done this. If I wouldn't have seen structures up there, I would have done this. If I wouldn't have had the lucky chance in my life to be able to see and witness over 300 UFO vessels fly over my head. I have seen hundreds of UFOs. I've seen lights green. I've seen reds, oranges, yellows, and blues. I've seen every color. It's all there. Why is it that some people see it and some people don't? Check this out. That big crater in the center right here. We're going to see a massive UFO come out into the darkness, and it will fly off a bit to the right and then fly straight up. Keep your eyes, guys, on this crater. I'll get an arrow up to show you which crater I mean. It's the big one there we're going to zoom up onto. There's a UFO, a light orb, that crater right there. This is the crater. I don't want you guys to leave your eyes from that. Notice, this crater is a crater that's manipulated. You can see underneath some kind of arch or something's going on. There is an entrance, and trust me, they are entering and exiting several craters on the surface of the moon. This is the outer limits. As we're looking, going to zoom in very slowly and keep your eyes on that crater that I pointed to you guys. Keep your eyes on it. Here it is. It's about to come out. I'll get some arrows on it. It'll come out a bit towards the right there and go straight up very slowly. You can see it. This is real time. This is slowed down actually, but real time. I was able to see it. So it wasn't a UFO flying across the surface. It was a UFO exiting a crater on the surface. Did you see it? If you didn't see it, go back and see it. It's there. I just showed you guys a UFO twice. We're going to see it again here. Watch. We'll see it as we're coming up. There it is, exiting and going upwards. You see a little white, the very big white spot actually, that's going upwards to the crater. That's pretty incredible. Let's see it one last time so that you guys are sure that you saw it. And this is proof of activity up on the moon. And since I'm seeing it every time I go up, I know it's inhabited. Keep your eye on the crater. In the darkness, underneath the crater where that arrow was pointed. It's not easy to show you guys this. Please keep your eye on it. There's a UFO that's going to come out on the right corner of the darkness of that crater. It will veer to the right about half of a hair and then go straight upwards. So this vessel we literally see come out on Earth's side and head towards the dark side. It's right in front of us. Here it is. Get ready. Right there. It is now going up in a straight line slowly. Keep your eyes slowly in the vicinity of the arrow and you will see it. I really want you guys to see it. And those who don't see it, it's because you did not take the time to. Michelle Garcia, thank you, my dear, for the generous donations. Please know that you're welcome to this community. Darla Lacombe, I love you, dear. Thanks so much for the generous donations. Noticing these little details is what's going to expose it all. Thanks for sharing, everyone.
Thanks for subscribing, everyone.